Stupid orange face.
Orange Cheeto face. Dummy.
I'm so sick of him. Did you see that? It was like a video of this lady interviewing young kids and asking them what they felt about Donald Trump.
I feel like I did see that a while back. What did they say?
It was just like random stuff, and they were asking them to imitate him, and they did so good. It was so funny. And what the lady was like, "What's the first thing that you hear or you think of when you think of Donald Trump?" And the little boy said, "Cheeto face."
Cheeto face.
And these were young children.
He got a Cheeto face. They even know. Parker's like, I hate Donald Trump. I was like, we don't hate, but we hate Donald Trump.
No, that's the thin line. You don't want to tell your children
like
to hate
him. But she has her own opinion of him, clearly, because I don't sit there and talk about Donald Trump. Now, my mother-in-law probably sees,
I don't even like
the news or something like that.
Speak that negativity in my household.
Yeah,
or at all.
He's foolish.
But guess what?
You about to lose your job. Hey, you about to lose you gonna get this dance. You about to lose your job. Because you are detaining me for nothing. Hey.
Dope girls, yeah, it's a podcast. Two dope girls, yeah, we speaking all facts. Two dope girls, yeah, we got it, just relax. Two dope girls, hit like, subscribe back. Two dope girls, and we on it, never slack. Two dope girls, and we got each other back. Two dope girls, and we coming for the cash.
Two dope girls, and we all about a bag.
Dope girls, dope girls.
All right.
Yes, here once again.
Hey, LaDonna.
Yo, shout out to Red Royalty.
Yes.
For our intro.
She did a good job.
Dope.
Y'all, if you only knew, she talked to us one good time.
One time.
And we said, you know what? I got y'all.
Yep.
She botted it. Thank you. Thank you, girl. So, hey, girl.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm
It's me, guys. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Two Dope Girls.
We here yet again.
Yes. What's up, LaDonna?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great, man. Excited about this week.
I know.
It has been stressful. I have smoked cigarettes and I don't even
Girl,
smoke.
shut up. You lying.
But
look at me. You lying.
But it has
How
been
was your week, though?
I mean,
why it's so stressful?
Girl, this election has had everybody on the edge. Like, come up, give us the 46th president.
Girl.
Please.
That post that Cardi B posted with her smoking 3 cigarettes at one time,
I
just give me a
understood it.
whole little pack of Marlboros and I would have lit them all up too.
Long.
I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning, the day of election, eating ice cream.
Anxiety on 13.
Hello.
I mean, it was crazy. But let me tell you something.
What's up?
We got our ass up and we voted.
We did.
As a people.
We did.
White, black, yellow, green, orange, Cheeto face. Everybody voted.
How was your voting experience, though? Did you wait in line long?
Okay, y'all gonna be real upset.
Oh, God.
Like, I waited in line like 20 minutes. I was like an in
That's
and
it?
outer. That's it. Like, people were in line for 3 hours. My husband was in line for like an hour and a half. The lines were crazy long, but people stuck it out.
Yes.
And they did it with a smile on their face.
You
Like,
guys
how
listened.
dope is that?
Yes.
That
Thank
is
you.
amazing. That is something that I am so proud to say that I was able to experience. I was here for. And that I can tell my children, like, do you remember when Cheeto Face was in
He's so silly.
office?
Yes.
Because that's what the kids really call him. Yeah. Do you remember when he was in office and America was not great again and people came out?
I know. We're going to talk about that election, though.
Oh, absolutely.
What else you did this week, though?
Nothing for real,
What? You had to have done something.
No, we met up,
We sure did.
We went and looked at cars, me and my husband. So that was a fun experience. Other than that,
We getting the G-Wagon?
Girl, I wish. Look.
That's on the list. That's
It
for next
is
year.
it's on the list. It's, long as I'm writing it down and putting it in my Bible
you
and
go.
I'm going to manifest that G-Wagon. So when
That's
you
how you
see me
manifest it.
driving my pink G-Wagon, because it will be pink.
Is it?
It will be pink.
Mine is going to be white. It's going to match
It's
my
gonna
other
be,
one.
It's going to be pink, and I'm going to absolutely, I'm going to love it. So yeah, but other than that, I did nothing. Been like CNN crazed,
Yes.
ABC crazed, glued to my iPhone, trying to make sure everything was everything. I got up and worked out. Had a really great week of working out.
Good.
Other than that, yeah, good week.
Okay.
How about you?
That's good. Well, like you said, the election thing was
Crazy.
crazy. Had me stressed out. I'm
Yeah.
literally around here like pacing the floor.
Right.
Warren came in town so he can vote.
Yeah.
My baby made his vote count. So
Yep.
even though we are a red state, it's still his vote still counted. So had a good time with him this week. Scoop birthday was Thursday. Happy birthday, honey.
Happy birthday, Scoop.
So we had a really good time. We went out. We hung out with friends. We went to this place. I think it's called, ooh, don't give me the line, like Mom's Den or Mom's House or something. But it's
Okay.
like super old school retro place. We were, he taught me how to play darts.
Okay.
So we were playing darts. He won. God damn it.
I have to take you to this place. It's across from Black Market on the south side.
5 Points Out?
Yes, 5 Point South, and it's like you go through an alley to get to it.
We've been
and
there.
It's like a '90s. Like is it like?
Is it the
90s
one that
songs?
goes downstairs?
No, I don't think you.
It's like upside down or something like that. That's another one that's good though. You have to have a membership to get in there.
Oh,
though.
really? Come on, membership.
All you gotta do is just show your license and then get your little card. But
We should have kept it there. You gotta be exclusive to get in.
well, you gotta be exclusive. But whatever.
Right.
But we're gonna have to go there one day. But we had a really good time. We hung out. I felt like we were dating again.
That is awesome. Like that's so important, and it shouldn't take
is.
birthdays and anniversaries to feel like
It
you're dating again.
shouldn't.
But
life is
a lot.
hello.
Yeah,
Life
it's
is a lot.
As long
So
as you can get back to that, you
Yes.
know, every once in a while, like I feel like I'm dating again. That's important.
yeah, but that was our week. We did that, and then next week is Warren's birthday. I live with two. Well, not anymore, but I lived with two Scorpios in the house.
Bless your heart.
Girl, please bless me. I still need some blessing.
Jesus.
But whatever, we're gonna get to that. But that was my week. So I'm glad you had a good week.
I know. I'm glad you had a good
Oh,
week
and
too.
your anniversary is coming up on Monday.
It
So happy
is.
early
Thank
anniversary.
you.
How
Thank
many
you.
years?
Girl, we're gonna talk about it, girl. That's in the game.
Okay. So speaking
gonna
of the
see.
game,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get into it.
What's the name of it?
So we're gonna do 2 truths and a lie. So
See how we know each other.
so of course you guys know. If you don't know, hello, 2 truths, 1 lie. So
Right.
you wanna go first?
You know, I will. I'll
Okay.
go first. Okay. I modeled a clothing line on a news channel while in high school.
Okay.
I'm a great swimmer, and I'm an avid skater.
Oh shit.
Which one is the lie, Grace? And get it wrong so you can do this
Yeah,
shot.
because if we get it wrong, you guys, we gotta take a shot. And I'm not really.
Yeah,
looking
I'm
forward
gonna
to
make
taking
sure
this shot.
that I don't get tipsy this time, you guys.
Okay, so you're an avid skater. You modeled a clothing line in high school
On the news,
on the news, and
I'm a great swimmer.
you're a great swimmer. Because you're black, I'm gonna say you're not a great swimmer.
Okay,
Is that the lie?
that is a truth.
Oh shit.
I'm like a fish in the water.
Are you?
Yes, I love water. I did model a clothing line.
See, I felt
but
that
I
because
am
you're
not
tall.
an avid skater.
And we had talked about
We did. I
skating.
thought you were gonna get there because we had just talked about skating.
But you say you wanted to get a pair. That don't
I
mean you
do.
don't know how.
Yeah, because I don't. That's the only reason I haven't gotten a pair yet because I don't know how.
Let me take this shot.
I skate like I'm in the beginner stages of skating. Like I can forward. You know, that's about it.
You can't just do that little
I'm a
transition to the
glide.
little
No.
switch.
Yeah, and I have a long way down.
You do. That's a long fall.
Yes,
Oh God.
you got it. Hey, with your X on your glass.
Oh, I got the extra.
Do I got an O? I got an O, girl.
Y'all, I'm
Lord,
struggling.
please let me get all of hers.
Okay, let me get this out.
Hey, look, let's talk about. Let's get into how bomb you look right now.
We're not gonna do that.
I walked in. Y'all.
We're not gonna do that.
I said,
as if you don't look like a top model.
You should have told me that we was about to be fly, because you is like
dress
everything
almost
right
alike,
now.
LaDonna.
We're either gonna have the same color on,
Yes.
the same lip on. Our hair is gonna be. It's gonna be something.
Yes.
But you look super cute.
Thank you, girl.
I can't
You
stop
too.
looking at you
Thank
because
you.
you're like
probably my breasts because
uber-
they all out, but you know whatever.
No, you're more than your breasts.
Thank you. I
yes.
appreciate it.
I got
And
you.
men would just be so.
I got you,
I'm about to get back to this thing.
Okay. What's yours?
Okay, so mine is I can speak 3 languages.
Okay.
I love spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
I led the orchestra in a rendition of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay. I'm going to say that you cannot speak 3 languages.
Excusez-moi?
What the hell that mean? Nothing. Can you speak 3 languages?
I can actually not speak 3 languages.
Listen, because I felt like, yes, you are from New Orleans. You love spicy food.
Yes, I
The
do.
second one is Little Lamb. Every kid
Mary Had a Little
probably,
Lamb.
yeah, every kid probably like.
I did actually have
As
my first solo leading with my violin. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah, so that wasn't far fetched, but I would have known by now if you. So
I speak Ebonics.
I know,
speak
right?
Urban.
I speak regular English, Black English.
There you go. Okay, so you got away from that shot, but let's see what
yes.
else is gonna go.
Okay, let's
come on.
see. Okay, so hold up. Let's see. Okay, second one. My first car was a Camry. I've been with my husband for 20 years, including dating and married. I played on the Nike team in high school. Y'all, she's over here true, like
counting with
real
my
deal
finger.
counting. Like she
I know
didn't
you
hear her chin counting. Like
I know you say you've been with him since you were 14, so 20 years including marriage. I think that's true.
okay, girl, okay.
What were the other ones? Hold on, I have to think about that one. Tell me the other one again.
The other ones was my first car was a Camry,
Yes.
and I played on the Nike team in high school.
What Nike
Basketball.
team? Okay.
Sorry. I forgot
So
to
I'm gonna say that was true because you did play basketball and you had to have been good because you got a scholarship.
We're gonna hope. Huh?
Oh, and you've been with Sean for 20 years, including marriage. So the lie is your
Okay.
first car is not a Camry.
Okay. Is that your final answer, Alex?
I hope it's right. And you told me about your first car not too long ago, and I was like, God damn it, I don't remember. Okay, what is it? That's my
The
final.
lie is I've been with Sean for 20 years. I've been with him for 19. Shot. Y'all,
So I'm just gonna warn y'all, like
the guys already know that I cannot hold my liquor. And they was like, we want you to get through this podcast.
oh my gosh. Okay, so if I can't get through it, y'all know why. If I sound a little incoherent. Look, I'm starting already. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take this little.
Yeah, take a little one.
Into a little half one, y'all. I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. As small as you need.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You can hold your liquor better than me.
I can, but dang, I'm still a little person.
You are, girl. And you can hold your liquor better than me. That's a problem. Something is wrong with that.
You know, that
On my
means-
part.
no, that means you have to drink more, and that's not.
Girl,
No, you don't want to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna take a shot this time around.
I feel it.
Okay, so I've met Lil Wayne before. I'm a classically trained ballerina,
Okay.
and I know how to juggle.
You look like you can juggle.
You're so stupid.
I'm You're from New Orleans, so I feel like it's not far-fetched that you've met Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go on a limb and say, what was the other one?
You're gonna go on a limb and say something that you don't even
Hell no, I don't even remember.
I'm a classically trained ballerina.
You would have told me if you were a classically trained ballerina.
Well, you didn't know that I played the violin until recently.
That's true. But I felt like we have talked about dancing, me being a dancer. So that would have come up in conversation.
so?
I think so. So I might be taking a shot.
Okay.
But I'm going to go on a limb and say you are not classically trained.
I am not classically trained. You're right. God damn. I didn't expect you to like really.
That's all right. Got you. I got you, sis.
Look,
Hey,
in solitude. Thank you.
Yep.
Go ahead and take that shot. So I'm not the only one that's a little sliver.
Yep. It's down, y'all.
Okay, good for. Okay, so
All right, here we
I gotta
go.
get this one right, y'all, because this is ridiculous.
Okay. I go to Target 4 times a week.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You know
for
me.
anyone.
I've traveled to 3 parts of Mexico, Cabo, Cancun, and Cozumel. And I dropped my middle name when I got married because I never spelled it right.
You never spelled your own name right?
My middle name. This either it's a truth or a lie. I don't know. You have to tell me.
I don't like yours.
I almost spit my teeth out. Okay.
I'm gonna say you have not been to 3 places in Mexico.
You did good.
Thank you.
Good job.
Because I know you're going to Mexico soon. And I was like, you know what?
And I said that was my first time going to Cancun.
I remember. Yes.
I definitely dropped my middle name when I got married because I never spelled it right.
What is your middle name?
It's Shawnice.
Okay.
It's spelled Shaun, but I always put it as Shawnes.
Well, why?
I didn't know until like
It's your
later
name.
on in life. Nobody ever stopped me.
But
Like
you're supposed to be taught how to spell your name.
I have no idea how we totally overlooked the fact that I was spelling my middle name incorrectly. So, with that being said, I dropped it and it's null and void at this point.
So you don't have a middle name?
No, it's Hardy at this point. Yeah. Yeah, it's my maiden name.
So your maiden name is your middle name.
Yep.
I got all my names still.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a long name.
Long name, having heifer. Okay, the last one. I think you might drink on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so I know the Heimlich.
Okay.
I am deathly afraid of spiders.
I know that one.
And I'm a published author.
Ooh.
And you know it don't take much to get published, for real.
No, it don't. But guess what?
What?
That would have come up in our conversation.
No, it would not have. Wouldn't the Heimlich too?
Hell no. Why would you need to tell me you know the Heimlich?
Just in case you choke, shit. You want to know that you got
You
somebody
are
by
not
your
an
side.
author, sis. You would have told me you were an author.
All right, I thought that wasn't going to be hard, but it wasn't hard. I thought it was going to be hard, but it wasn't hard.
See, I know you more than
Okay.
you think.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so I did have to perform the Heimlich on Warren before.
Really? But that's so important. Like,
It is. I
To
used to
know.
work at a hospital, so we had to do CPR, and we had to take the classes, and
I did too.
they taught us that. And I remember we were in Walmart. I was with my sister-in-law.
What was he choking on?
Candy, a piece of candy. He had gotten a piece of candy from school, and he already knows. I'm like, don't eat anything from people unless you ask me first. So he
Right.
pulled it out of his pocket and he was like, can I eat this candy? And I said, yeah. So we were in Walmart, and when I noticed you as a mother, you notice when your child is not around you, and like the energy just felt completely off. So I turned around, and he was just like gasping for his
my gosh,
breath.
That is crazy.
And I immediately just slung him around, put like the compression where it was supposed to go, and pumped one time, and it flew out. And he was like, he said, "Thanks, Mom." And I
that way like crazy.
was like, no, but I didn't want to like
so awesome.
startle him.
Do
But
you remember that?
he remembers it. I remember it. And I was like, God, dog it. I was like, when you're a mom, that's how you know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't panic in a moment.
You don't.
But afterward, I was like, oh my God. I was like shaking and
Yes.
everything. And I was like, oh my God, I can't. Oh,
I
my baby
can't.
was choking.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome, Grace.
So yeah, you guys
Yeah.
keep up on your CPR and all your other first aid needs, because you never know when it comes in
never know.
handy.
It could be like out the blue.
It's normally out the blue.
It is normally out the blue. That's crazy. Oh my God.
All
but
right.
guess what?
Come on, tell me what's up. What's up? What
Our
we got?
vice president is black.
Hey.
My Lambo is blue.
Hey.
Hey.
We won.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. By the time this comes out, you guys would have known by now that Joe Biden and
Yes.
Kamala Harris is the 46th president and vice president
of the United States.
United States, of the free world. Isn't
I
that
saw
awesome?
her post and I got really emotional
Yeah.
because she said, "We did it,
We
Joe.
did it."
We did it."
Like they're homies.
They're well,
And
they're
that's-
supposed to be.
And that's how
That's
Obama
like-
and Joe
yes.
was. That's why when I came in your house, I was like, our president is black because
Yes.
he's black. Like, you know how you have that one white friend that you like, they really black though. Like, they not right. They
John
not,
B.
Yeah, they're not right.
They're the
not
John B of the
right.
group.
Yeah.
They got a little soul or whatever.
Right. We love Joe. We love Joe.
You know,
Yeah.
I really love when him and Obama or when he gave Obama the little friendship bracelet for the birthday gift. I thought that was the cutest little thing.
He is
I
so
just love-
thoughtful.
He is.
He's very thoughtful.
I mean, despite what his past was, I'm hoping that this point forward, we're
And
going to
Kamala.
move. And Kamala, you're right. And Kamala, that from this point forward, we're going to move in the most progressive way possible for everyone.
Right.
I know we're screaming Black Lives Matters. Yes, we matter. And I
Yeah.
feel like because she's in that position, she is going to go ahead and speak on our behalf.
We're hoping, yeah. We have high hopes, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact of the matter is, I'm like elated. I'm delighted.
You say you was on the phone skiing
I'm
with your
joyous. I'm joyous. Like, I'm overjoyed.
Yeah.
To say that Cheeto Face got to go. He got
He's
to pack up
trying not
his
to
shit
go.
and go.
I mean, he's trying to go with a fight.
Yes, but he cannot. He cannot. Like,
He's the kid that
this
don't want to play
toxic
with
relationship
Yes.
between the United States and Trump is over. Like, you gotta go, dude.
And
I'm
take your minions with you.
exactly.
Take the people who are like-minded
Exactly.
with you, because we don't need that in this country that we live in, because I can live amongst people that I know don't have the same views as myself,
Absolutely.
but I can still respect you as well. If you're a Trump supporter, that's kind of hard for me to like be in close proximity with you, because for me, he doesn't stand for anything of value, of anything of substance, or
Absolutely.
anything of just
Other
like
than
of
monetary.
joy. Like it's divisiveness over there. So but I can still learn to just separate myself from you and not
Right.
be hateful towards you
Exactly.
and still coexist. But I see you for what you are.
I see you. Like Candy said, I see you.
I see you.
You.
Was that Nene?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh.
I see you. Right. And I was so tired and disgusted with the divide that he brought when he came to the White House. I've never seen in my adult life, in my childhood life, so much division amongst the United States.
But you know what's so crazy? Because I'm sure our ancestors and even the people who are still alive and prevalent in our family today, they've witnessed that. This evil is not new to
It's
them.
not new to them. It may
And
be
that's
new
the
to
saddest
us.
part. It's new to us.
Yeah, but it's not new to them.
Right. So I'm just glad that we've gotten over that hump, but we still gonna keep our foot on their neck.
On their neck. And we should have known when Georgia turned blue big. We should have known that there was a shift in the atmosphere.
Turned up, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy y'all stayed in that line. Like y'all was buying
gosh,
J's,
Georgia, let
and
me
I
tell you,
appreciate you
Y'all
guys.
did the daggum thing. Like, I don't know if Keisha came and turned the likes of Georgia around. You know, Auntie Keisha is what we call her.
You know how everybody was getting those annoying text messages?
Oh,
Keisha
yeah.
probably was
all up on it.
she was like, hey, this Keisha,
Yo.
you gonna vote tomorrow?
Get
What's
your
up?
butt up.
What's up?
All right. Yo, I mean, look, I saw only black people know what this is. Like Baptist. Well, it may be more than just Baptist. I'm non-denominational, and I know
Okay.
what it meant. The meme where it said this election, the Pennsylvania is counting votes like yes, Lord, for the rest of our days. You know, you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
It's like it'll stop, and then all of a sudden it'll come back in. Yes, Lord. Like it just never ends. But today, y'all, we have a new start.
Right.
We have a new beginning, and we are praying for our country. We are
Yes.
hoping, we are believing that things will change for the betterment of everybody, not just black people, not just white people, not just other ethnicities.
But everybody.
Everybody.
We can breathe a slight sigh of relief.
slight.
And yes, because we still have work to do, and you
Yeah.
guys still be present and be active in your local elections.
Yep.
Like now is the time to just brush off your basic high school knowledge of the judicial system and just
Absolutely.
go ahead and just be a part of the change that we are seeking. We came
Right.
out, we showed out, we know what it is now when we come together.
Yep.
Like it's hard in the beginning, it's a fight, and we on pins and needles until we reached that point where we knew, okay, we got it.
That's it. And a guy named Robert Rich
Mm-hmm.
tweeted, if you turn 18 by January 5th, 2021, you
In Georgia.
are in Georgia. You are eligible to vote in the runoffs that will determine whether we take control of the Senate from Mitch McConnell.
And
You
please do.
have until December 7th to register to vote.
So those of you guys in Georgia,
In
please
Georgia,
do
please.
so.
Like-
Did you see Van Jones and his like emotional
No.
speech on CNN? He was like, look, he was like, we can finally like breathe a sigh of relief.
Breathe,
I
yeah.
don't even want to like quote what he said verbatim, but it was like such an emotional
It was
conversation.
passionate. Yeah.
Because he's always been passionate
He
about
is.
getting Donald Trump out.
Out.
Like,
Out. He needed to be
right.
out.
Like, and I felt him because it's like, I told you were here. I
Mm-hmm.
called Warren and I was like, look, we finally got him out. Did you see
Yep.
the news?
Yep.
And I do want to just let him know that as a black man, a young black man, your vote was counted
Yeah.
and your voice was heard.
Yeah.
And I felt him as a parent because he was like, you know, I can go to my kid now and be like, we're trying to deal with this divisiveness now.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we're on the path where we need to go. Like, so yeah, I love that.
I mean, the fact that we had record-breaking numbers of voters
Mm-hmm.
to come out and speak their mind through exercising
Their right to
their
vote.
right to vote was amazing. It showed you just how important this election was, not necessarily just for the president's sake, who's
Mm-hmm.
going to lead the country, but it was almost a vote or die
Mm-hmm.
for situation for us.
In the middle of a pandemic, we
Like-
didn't just show up and show out. We
Oh,
showed
yeah.
up and showed out
Masked.
in the middle of a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic.
Yep.
To get this.
Out of here.
Hello.
We don't want to see you. My
No
friend
more.
said, I still want my stimulus check though.
I mean, he ain't about to send us no money no more. He
Hell
about to
no,
take everything. He
y'all.
about to take his ball and go
Yeah,
home.
we just have to.
I just pray he don't push that red button to start a war on some child, because he just, you know, men like that. That's that Lil D energy.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Melania ass look like I'm ready to leave. Once we get out this White
I ain't
House,
signed up
I'm
for
going
this.
to be out of your hair,
Mm-hmm.
literally.
That LDE.
Right. Like she look like she done already packed up her bags, don't it?
They at the door ready.
Her bags was packed two daggone weeks ago before the
Ready to
election.
get out of here. Just let me go. I don't
me
have
go.
nothing to do with you. You can tell she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't like him. Like their vibe in person was not. It was like it was forced.
Because come on. What? My husband, the president, guess what? I'm going to be all up in front of the camera.
Right.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
like
this me.
Michelle.
What's
like this my
up?
bae. Like we doing hand. Like
I'm about to have all kind of initiatives.
Yes.
We about to do a little vegan thing over here. We about to plant
Yes.
another garden in the White
I
House.
mean,
We about to do
really,
everything. I'm going to be
girl,
front and
Melania
center.
was like, "It's goddamn it, it's the 4 years over yet.
Can I get out of
Can
here?
I get out of here?
I wonder what that
girl.
prenup look
Guess
like.
what? You out.
Bye.
Bye.
Both of y'all.
Bye, Felicia.
And that little bad little boy y'all got.
Yeah. Girl,
What's up?
Safari and Erica Mena.
What's going on with them?
Girl, Safari. We're just gonna say trouble in paradise.
What happened? Are they like on again, off again, back on again, off
Safari
again?
took to IG with a picture of him, of course,
Of his
with
penis?
wish.
I mean, he's blessed.
He's blessed.
You've seen
He
it.
definitely.
I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure
and
everyone's
he
seen
knows he's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're blushing.
Okay,
sorry.
sorry.
Y'all. Anyways, he took to IG with the picture, and the caption said, "Bachelor ending 2020 right."
it. You married, sir?
Wait, and he tagged the divorce court. He is such an attention whore. Like, I don't know who's worse, him or Erica. That's why they're great together. I think they're going to be married for a long time.
You think so?
Because they need each other for their attention. They
Yeah.
give each other the attention they need.
So, are they back together again, or what?
Girl, back together again.
Lord. But besides him, that little baby is so beautiful, Sapphire,
well, I
and that
mean,
name is so beautiful too, Sapphire. I love
Erica
that.
is beautiful.
She's a beautiful woman.
Safari is
He's a
handsome
nice-looking
guy.
man, yeah.
They had to have a nice looking kid.
Yeah.
Thank God. But
They were blessed.
they were blessed.
Mm-hmm.
She's blessed. I've seen the pictures.
Me too. Though.
Like, okay, that's not what we came here
so
to
why
talk
are you
about.
mad at him? First of all,
I
'Cause
know,
if I
like
see
they never said that. To my surprise, because they always have some type of fucking
Beef.
publicity stunt coming out. But
don't they have an OnlyFans? Both of them.
I don't know. I know she does.
Okay.
And I know they had
He
a conversation.
should.
He definitely should. I'm married, so
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily
Let
pay
me
for
reel
it.
you back.
Quick,
Wink,
wink, wink. But I know for a fact she does, and because she said they had a conversation saying that it would be lucrative for them.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, they here to get money together.
Each his own. It's a pandemic. They can't
Yep.
travel. They can't do what they. And they got a baby. You can
they
be
got
at
a
home.
baby.
As soon as you go to sleep, y'all do what y'all need to do in y'all little OnlyFans room and call it a day.
Call it a day.
But so they back together.
They back together, girl. But hey, they're attention whores together.
So next week they'll be
off again. And we won't bring them up. This is going to be the only time, unless it's something serious.
gonna be like the rolling eye emoji.
Yeah, like really again. I'd rather talk about Cardi and Offset.
I
than
love
talk
them,
about.
though.
I do. I love. That's why I said
love Cardi and Offset.
I'd rather talk about Cardi and Offset with their young self. Like I love the fact that he's so apologetic publicly.
They got fucked up. I know.
did.
Y'all are fucked
like,
up.
I don't know what's wrong with me. But like my dick be saying I gotta have her,
don't even know
but my
why.
mind be trying to tell me
But
I'm
why
married.
did they break up this time? But she always says that she's like temperamental, and you know how we are as women. Like,
She
get your
looked
ass out of my
temperamental.
house.
She looked temperamental.
Does
I'm not
she?
gonna lie, But I love.
But she from New
Cardi.
York. I think that's like the thing.
Yeah, the thing there.
Not New York women. New York women, let us know. Are y'all really like that?
I know you New York men are all up in your face. Yo,
Aggressive.
B. Hey, B.
What up? What up,
What
mine?
is B though? Is it bro?
I don't know. It could be bro,
Bestie?
bitch. I don't know. They like calling women bitches though.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's ugly.
But I think it's like the culture. It is. But you know, a lot of New York women say bitch a lot too.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, a lot of women say
What
bitch
do we
a lot.
say in the South? What cuss word like is?
Not even cuss word. Like I know in New Orleans, like if you talking to another guy, be like, "What up, whoa?" Or like,
Bro is here.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the women call each other down there. I don't know.
Sis now is
Sis.
is like super like
What up, sis?
sis.
Hey, sis.
Yo, sis.
I still can't get into that. I'll say it sometimes,
I
but I'm
love
just
it.
like,
I think
I know
it's
you do. You say it a
hilarious.
lot.
It's hilarious.
But it is, and I'm just like, I don't think you my sister, so I ain't about to say it to you.
Sis.
I know.
It's
so
funny. But
silly.
anyways, like getting on a more serious topic, very
Yes.
sad, very unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, for
the,
sure.
the death of the baby's brother. He's dealing with a very personal family tragedy right now. His brother committed suicide earlier this week. So we're
And I think his brother was like 32, 34 or something like that. He
still
was in his
young,
30s.
like
He was
our
young.
age, and that's sad to even think that
He shot himself.
yeah, you have no more hope in life, that you have to end it all. So I really my prayers go out to
Yes,
him.
for sure. He had tweeted, if you can't get over depression, get help. You see a loved one struggling, get them help.
Get
They
them help.
refuse the help, make them get treated anyway. If you suffering from PTSD, take that shit serious and get help. And I completely understand that. You just never
Absolutely.
know when that spirit of like anxiety or depression is really going to creep up on you. And it will creep up on you in a way that you don't even recognize it initially until you're like too deep into it. And but some people just they don't know how to navigate that.
And most people are not going to tell you when they're dealing with anxiety or depression or any type of mental illness. But most of the time,
But why is that?
Well,
Why do you think that is?
Because they're ashamed.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like something is wrong with me because I'm dealing with something that's not necessarily that's taboo. You know what I mean? For our community.
For our community, and that's what I was just about to get into, because if you come to me, but you may not want to, because I think we're so conditioned to keep things internalized
Yeah.
and not share our feelings, because if I'm not doing well, where do I go?
Right,
Like
right.
if you're giving me that outlet
But
to
we
come
give,
to you,
but people give you signs.
they do.
And a lot of times we're so busy with life.
We
That's
ignore
why
them.
they were like, check on your people. Like, okay, so the baby was focusing at this time. He was focusing on the election. He had an event called Vote Baby Vote.
Okay. I
And
didn't know that.
when he found out, which is super awesome. I love the baby. I love
I
his
do too.
music.
His teeth are, I don't know if they're
I
really fake, but he
mean,
just, his
super
little
cute.
face, the little dimples.
What I said
just wanna
last
squeeze
week,
a little face.
like a man's smile is everything to me. And
His skin is so beautiful.
yeah, he's
You're a lovely
super-
man.
I know. He's super cute.
He is.
So the fact that he was doing his civil duty by using his platform to make awareness for voting is super dope to me. But it's super unfortunate that that's how he learned about his brother's passing. Yeah. So
But what do you do though in that instance? If you tell me, if I know something's wrong with you, but you may not want to tell me, and if I say, hey, LaDonna, if you need anything, call me, let me know. I don't want to be blatant and just say, look, you seem depressed, because that might put you in even a more negative space.
I'm going to give you a story. It's not really a story. It's just something that happened recent. I'm in a mass message with some friends, and they know who they are. So if they're listening, but anyways, and one of our friends, she said that she had been having some trouble, to keep us in her prayers.
Okay.
In our prayers, she had been having some troubles with just day-to-day life, like just getting through. She had some things that were very recent and that took a toll on her and her family, and her mental stability had been tested,
Right.
to say none the least. So I ended up calling her, and we had a conversation, and I felt so compelled to call her that it was like I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't message.
picked up and
I didn't message back in the group message. I picked up the phone and called her.
You're right.
And the things that we both had been going through, it, like we said, it was needed to have that conversation, because sometimes you feel like you're going
just
through
need to
stuff
purge
alone.
sometime and just talk to someone and get it out. And it's good
So when
for
you
someone to
feel-
say, I understand.
I
what you're going
understand,
through."
or I'm going through the same thing, and I need you just
Yes.
like you need me. You know what I mean? So we had that conversation, and I know she made me feel better. I hope I made her, I did something or said something to make her feel better, to make us feel like there's hope in our situation,
Right.
that we're going to get through it, that God has something better for us on the other side. You know what I mean?
does.
So sometimes when you hear that little voice that say, hey, pick up the phone and call Grace.
Pick up the phone and
Pick
call
up and
them.
call that person,
Yes.
because you never know. You just saying, girl, what you up to, can like lighten their day, because their thought process could be, nobody loves me. Like nobody even thinks about me.
Or nobody's understanding what I'm going
Yeah,
through, and
yeah.
just it's
and the
okay.
fact that somebody reaches out to you makes you feel like, you know what, I'm on somebody's mind. Somebody thinks of me more than just
But
what
you
I
know
think.
what? I've learned to start doing that when someone say, "Hey," because I have like friends that I've always talked to, like my
Right.
friend Ardell, my friend Mika, and I even talk to my cousin Taylor sometimes. I haven't talked to her in a long time because she's young. I just let her live her life, and I was like, I don't want to
living vicariously through her.
but she's like she's 30, so it's
Yeah.
like I have adult problems. I know you have adult problems, but you don't want to hear how Scoop getting on my goddamn nerve all the time. And you single and living this life, so I'm not
Yeah.
calling you. I'm calling Mika because she
Yeah.
understands.
Right.
So it's good, and I've learned to just when people say, "Hey, let me know if you need anything." Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna let you know that I need you or I need to talk to you, and I'm gonna extend that as well. And I've just learned to start utilizing people
Right.
when they say, let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, and you do you're very well at that. Like
Really?
Yeah, you call me out or text me out of the blue.
Yeah,
like,
just, you
how you
good?
doing over there? Like,
You good over there?
Like, how'd you know what I was just thinking? I was going through something.
Because, like,
How'd
you know, like when you get the spirit to just check
Yeah,
on
that's
people,
it.
and I know I need to do better with that, but then also I have to take time for myself too. So I don't
Absolutely.
want to not give someone who needs me my best self.
Yeah, but all the while giving everybody else you instead of giving you some of you. Yeah, that's.
But
the
you know,
thing.
the baby talked about. He said he was going to get therapy himself, and I
Yeah.
really do.
I love that.
Man, that's so key and quintessential to like your development as
Absolutely.
a human being,
And your grieving process.
and your grieving process, and also King Von in Atlanta. He was killed, and I had talked to Warren the other day because I called him. I always want to hear his voice, and I said, how you doing, son? And he said, I'm good, but I feel a little sad because one of my favorite rappers had
Yeah.
got killed, and
Yeah.
I asked him, and I don't know who he is, but it's just so sad.
It's so sad. It's kind of like when Pop Smoke was killed. Like you kind of like his music was out there. Some people loved it, of course, but to some people it was kind of like you heard little spats of his music. But then once he passed, it was like
It's
he
all
went
over
crazy.
the plays. And-
right? And I don't know King Von that
don't know him
that
either.
good, but the fact
Condolences
that
to his condolences.
to his family,
Fuck, you
to
said
his
a word.
friends.
Condolences.
To his family and to his
That's some
friends.
shots you had me take,
Girl,
shit.
you doing good over here because right at this point,
About to
I
drink a little
was.
sip of water. Hey, do you watch On? I mean, not On. It's on Ready to Love.
No, what is it about?
Okay, so nephew Tommy has. I know it's funny when you say
Nephew
from
Tommy?
Steve Harvey show. Nephew Tommy, you don't know Nephew Tommy?
Oh yeah, the comedian. Yeah.
So he did like this little dating show last year, and it was in Atlanta because I was thinking about Atlanta, but now it's in Dallas, and they're at this resort. Girl, they got some fine people on there. Like the men just like,
So what is it about?
they're trying to find love. Just black. It's on, so it's like. Y'all are down over here trying not to chew on a
Yeah.
chip. Shit, you realized
thought
it was gonna be
about
crunchy. It was gonna be in the mic.
I go.
You so silly. She said,
They
well,
weren't supposed to know their grades.
oh, they were gonna see it on the video, but you just took me away. Hold on.
That was funny. I'm sorry. I put a chip in my mouth, not thinking
He was gonna be crunchy.
I'm gonna be crunching. Let me like slide it out. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, but Ready to Love, y'all watch it.
Yes.
It's
I'm gonna have to check
some
it out.
eye candy. The women are beautiful too, but
good.
it's some fine people on there. But anyway, you guys, after LaDonna done slid that chip out of her goddamn mouth. I was like, what are you doing?
Yo, I want to talk about. Okay, last week was super dope. The men came through with their responses to what about a woman turns a man off.
But in usual fashion, the women always show up
Oh yeah,
and show out.
and show out.
So this week, we want to know from the women, or we surveyed the women to see what turned them off
Yep.
about a man. So initially, when you meet someone, you have a physical attraction.
Okay.
I think that's what kind of gravitates
Draws.
you,
Uh-huh.
to that person.
Right.
So either that or the energy, because the person may not be that attractive, and they may not be your type.
Big,
Super
Energy's
big.
I
Yes.
told you I love me an aggressive man.
Yes, and it's not even like the how people say big dick energy, and I think that's just the
No, it's big energy. Yeah.
because that just
Yeah,
means that he's
yeah.
confident. He's yeah.
Okay, keep going. It does mean that he's confident.
Right,
Yes.
but once you get past that, it's those things
Then
that
what?
you see in a person. It's like, you know what? I don't think I could really. I don't really want to tolerate this in a relationship. And sometimes I know when I was younger, there were things in relationships that I was sort of looking. I can look past, and
Right.
now, I mean, I'm married, but I can
that-
still speak from a single person's mindset because I Yeah.
Even if you never was single like me, my eyes, I still can see. I still had friends that had, guy friends or went on dates and I talked to them.
Yes.
So I still saw what was going on in the dating world.
Right. So we surveyed you guys on our social media pages, on the
Yeah.
Two Dope Girls page, and on our personal Instagram and Facebook pages, and you guys really
Came through.
had a lot to say.
Yep.
And you guys
got
have a lot
some-
to say because women are naturally better at communication.
Yeah.
And that was one of the
Men.
number one.
That was one of the
topics.
men's though.
Really?
You remember that?
But why would they say communication
when they
is
ass
not?
don't communicate.
Well,
Tell me how you feel, sir.
and I'm sorry for those of you men who answered that question and said communication, and I looked at y'all and I gave y'all the side eye. I'm like, I don't think your ass communicate.
Now you have, I'm not gonna lie, you have some good men, some men that can communicate
You do.
very well.
You do.
But they are so far and in between. Like, where are you? They're like fucking unicorns. Where are you?
Honestly,
and if they can,
I think that has to be. We
if
really
they
have
can
to teach them.
communicate, they must have a small dick.
No.
I mean, if they can communicate,
I've dated men who can communicate,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna speak on their penis size.
true.
But they were great communicators. But
Wow.
I'm only saying that because they were older. I've always dated older people.
Okay.
So at the level that they were in their life at that time, they were used to communicating.
Okay,
And they were
okay.
used to they were well seasoned. They were relationship people. I mean, you've been in and out of relationships, so you know how to communicate with people. So some men you do have to just kind of coerce to
Ain't that hard? I don't want to have to coerce you through life. I got to coerce
need
you
to
through
teach
communicating,
ya.
coerce you through how to treat me, coerce you through how to date me, coerce you through what to buy me. You know, I don't want to have to coerce you through life.
but
God dang.
in all fairness, I have learned I've always been a great communicator, or I've always been a person who, maybe not a great communicator, I'm gonna take that back. I've always been a person who has learned how to communicate and express their feelings.
Okay.
And I know my husband is not that great of a communicator. Before he wasn't, but now I can see how his communication has improved and how he's learning how to communicate with me. But I feel like, are we willing to put that time in to allow people to learn us and learn how to communicate with us? Because I know me.
It's
It was hard for me because I'm like, you're supposed to know me right now.
right now. Like, why don't you know me? Why don't you know what my brain is saying right
Right.
now? What my heart is wanting right now? What my soul is
Right.
yearning for?
You're supposed to know that I'm giving you a side eye and
you
then ask
supposed
me
to
why
know.
and
You
then
s-
caress my little ego.
Yes. You're supposed to know, like, my tone of voice is off right now.
Right.
That what you're saying is like not it. Like, you're supposed to know this. And
Right.
the fact that you don't know, it makes me feel like,
I'm upset.
yes.
Shit.
But getting to what y'all said,
Right.
the first one was bad hygiene.
That is honestly, that has always and forever been on my list of things that I do not
What's bad
like.
hygiene? Your breath stink.
If I could see the crust in your teeth,
Oh.
we already talked. You know how when you talk to people, and you know with women, like sometimes we'll wear lipstick and you have that
Yeah,
little thing.
yeah.
But if you got that little permanent
Look,
little,
you see me over here like, let me make sure. you,
but look, I'm about to look at
Right.
me. But if I would tell you, but if you got that little permanent little thing in the little white corner of your mouth, I don't know. Get
that
out of
spit.
here.
Get that shit.
I don't want to smell you.
Right.
Like if you're coming from the gym, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a natural little
Yeah.
funk you're supposed to have. But if you don't smell good, if you don't, your teeth not clean, if you don't have like a little fresh lineup, clothes clean, shoes. My homegirl Shay, always the shoes.
Me too. I'm a shoe person.
Yes, if they're not clean, bye. What's hygiene for you?
Hygiene for me is exactly
exact
that.
same.
Like I need for my man to smell good. Like for instance, this morning when Sean got out the shower, I hugged him
Because you could.
and he smelled so good. But I had just got finished running and working out, so I didn't want to jump on him. But let me tell you, if I was, clean and fresh, so clean and so fresh, I would have probably jumped on him because that was sexy to me. And he is such a really good person when it comes to colognes. So he's going to always smell good, and that's a
Scoot
big
too.
thing for me because I want a man, if he comes around me, to say, "Oh, damn, baby, you smell good. That shit
That's
turned
a
me on."
turn.
Listen, you are my spirit animal. Like that is a turn on.
Yes.
For a man to be like,
Because I just want to just nestle my little nose in
I
your neck and just
know.
be like, you smell good.
Yes.
So yes,
what
hygiene.
you wearing? What you got on? Yeah.
Hygiene is extremely important.
Put some cologne on, y'all. Go buy your man some cologne.
Not over no musty body though.
No.
So no.
No.
So what's the next one?
No ambition. And I hate that.
Me too.
Because I can't stand when a man gets content with life. Like, because first of all, I'm not going to continue to see you. If we start dating, I'm not going to continue to see you if you have no ambition. That means you have nothing that you want great
in life.
about your life.
If I'm calling you, hey baby, what you doing? Or I'm texting you, hey baby, what you doing? Nothing. Chilling.
But my thing is, I hate when if we first start talking and you have all these big dreams and aspirations, and that shit turns me on.
Right.
And I'm thinking,
Tell me about it.
right, I'm thinking, as long as I'm supportive, as long as I do my part, then we're going to,
We're gonna get somewhere together.
We're going to get somewhere together. Like, I'm going to help you along the way to, to accomplish
Achieve your
your
goals.
dreams.
And you're gonna help me do
and
the same.
you're going to reciprocate that to me. And then all of a sudden you get to a point where you just taking your ass to work and back home. And then I'm asking you like, so what happened to this dream? Well, I mean, it ain't a good time right now. What? Like,
You a man.
Yes, you supposed to be like a grinder. Like,
I know when I first moved here and Scoot and I got married, because I didn't move to Alabama until we were married. So I saw him like just put the plan in place, like what he was going to do. Because he was
Right.
like, well, Warren about to be here. I got to take care of her. I got to take care of him. I got 2 other kids I got to take care of. I have to take care of my girls. Okay, what am I going to do? And I saw him like he would get odd jobs.
yeah.
He was doing shit he didn't even want to do. He was selling like insurance at one point, and I was like, "Damn, my baby really working hard to
Yeah.
try to take care of
I
his
see
family."
you.
Yeah, so that to me was like ambition, and that was real sexy to me because I knew he was doing everything he could to take care of his family.
Right.
So I mean, he doesn't have to work that hard now to take care of us, but in the beginning, like I noticed that, and
Yeah.
that was like something that was really important to me. So I get that, girls.
Yes.
Ambition. We don't want no man out here just, all right, we just gonna get it how we live. We gonna figure it out.
And another part to that is when the woman has ambition, sometimes a man doesn't know how to grow with that woman. And that could cause a shift in the relationship. So if women, I guess we got to do our part by continuing to push our man. But men, if you don't push us, That shit ain't sexy.
It's
We need
not.
a man that's going to be there to support our dreams, our goals, and be there to push us along the way.
You reciprocate that for each
Yep.
person. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I know I need to tell you because I believe in you, not because I'm just trying to gas you up for no good reason, but I'm gassing you up because I know you can do it. I want the same in return.
And like somebody said, hard work is sexy.
Hard work is sexy. Ooh, I
You
love
know, remember
it.
they used to say men in uniform was sexy?
They still are.
Yeah, they are sexy.
And because they hard working.
Yeah.
If you wear a uniform,
You
know
got to.
You
I
using
hope.
your hands.
Right.
You getting down dirty.
You get,
Shit.
I would hope. You know
I
what
would
I mean?
hope, but you know, you just never know.
Yeah, so hard work is sexy, guys.
What's the next one?
A man that calls women bitches.
You know, when I saw that, I was like,
Dang.
damn, who are you messing
I'm
with?
telling you, that call, I ain't ever.
I have never.
I have never had a man to call me a bitch. In my
You call
face.
me a bitch? Your mama a bitch.
Your auntie.
Everybody,
Your
all
grandma.
the women in your family.
Yep.
That was
I don't
crazy.
care that, I don't care that hoe she just died. She a bitch. Since you just called me one.
You just said she just died. She called you right on her deathbed. Don't be with that bitch. Be like, your grandma a bitch. She
Yup.
don't call me no bitch.
Yeah, I don't know who y'all being.
I don't
around
know,
calling
right,
y'all
I don't
bitches,
know
but
who y'all talking
That is
to.
nothing that we tolerate around here in these parts.
Yes, ma'am. So if you are with a man that is calling you a bitch, it's the first time he says it, leave. Sorry, bye-bye.
Because he meant that.
He really meant it. But an arrogant man
That is hard.
or a man who has a big ego.
You know, it because
Ego is like, it could be a
It
good
could
thing
be
or it could be a bad
sexy.
thing. Yeah.
it can too much
Arrogance is,
It's a turnoff. But a confident man,
yes.
can make you know what tingle. I'm just saying. But
Like just walking in and smelling good and dressing good and got that
arrogance
hygiene
in the
on point.
bedroom.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah. I told somebody arrogance in the bedroom is good, but arrogance in the living room is
Outside,
a no-no. Like, no.
I don't like an arrogant man. I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's trying to overcompensate for
Right.
something.
Like,
But if you know you're handsome, if you know
Mm-hmm.
you just have a personality about that, let that speak for you.
exactly.
You don't have the hey, look at me, I'm 6'5", I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. I got
Chisel ab.
muscles.
No, you ain't gotta take your shirt off at the party, stupid.
I make 150,000.
It's wintertime.
Right. Safari ass nigga.
Now that's an arrogant man.
Exactly. Like,
But
what
he's
are you?
funny too, so
He
sometimes
is funny,
you gotta.
but he's overcompensating for something, and
Not
we
his
know
penis.
it's not his penis. We know that, but I think it
Maybe he was
the-
ugly as a child. I don't know.
or
He still
something.
ain't got
Like
no
somebody
voice.
talked about him. Like I think he was a lame ass nigga. I think that's what happened, and then he met Nikki, and he became confident, but he was still in her shadow.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to
That
compensate.
has to be hard though.
Yeah,
I had
he's-
thought about that too when they had broke up because when they broke up, who knew about him? 'Cause
Right,
I didn't.
I didn't know about him until they broke up.
Right, and I thought about that. I was like, dang, you were really in somebody's shadow like that. So,
Absolutely.
but whatever. Like, okay, we get it. Look, she said one of the girls who had mentioned the arrogance thing. She said in a small size. dick.
Yeah, a fun size. You
A
can't
fun
have
size
a fun
dick.
size dick.
And be arrogant with a big ass
arrogant.
ego. Well, I guess your ego got to be big if your dick ain't. You think?
You know, if your
No.
dick's small, you need to be the sweetest,
The
the most compensating,
most
person.
romantic.
Oh my God! Like everything else has
And-
to be amazing.
And what that mouth do?
Ooh, what that mouth do? Yep.
Somebody else said teeth, but that's a part of hygiene too. And you
Yeah.
said that like teeth are
Like
like
the
super.
smile. Oh my God! Like a man that has a beautiful smile.
It don't even have to be straight teeth to me because it could be like
could
you
be
could have like
Nas.
you could have that little Nas chip. You could have like a little protruding
Fabulous
little
chip.
tooth or something, whatever. But it's not.
I don't know. I don't know. Like you had me a little chip.
It gives it a little character.
Oh, you said you mean at the bottom?
Like
I've
if your
seen
little
that.
canine coming out a little more so than the
At
rest
the
of
bottom
your
though,
teeth.
not at the
No, it
top.
don't
Get
even-
the one at the top fixed.
No,
At the
because
bottom-
even Lauren London, she got the little canine that kind of stick out on the side, and I think that is so cute on her. I don't even know why, but
I'm gonna have
it's
to
so
check
cute.
that out.
It is.
I'm gonna have
Just
to
look
read.
at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. A nosy ass nigga. I can't stand old bitch ass nosy nigga.
I don't even understand why. Well, nosy how? Like, well, first of all, you shouldn't be nosy if you're a man.
Right.
Don't ask me about
That
the
men
business
are
I'm
messy.
discussing with my girlfriend.
Men are messy because
Some
they
men are messy.
Yeah, we they try to put it on us that we're the messy ones, but no, really, y'all are messy. Y'all the one we have a conversation with, then we hear Felicia talk about our conversation because you didn't took it back to Felicia.
Well, I do like to just be like, "Hey, you heard?" And he be like, "Yeah, I heard. You heard?" And I'm
You
like,
heard,
"Yeah."
right.
But don't be telling people what we heard. It's just
Right.
between us.
Between us.
But no, like
Yeah.
a messy man. That's weird to me.
yeah,
I don't think men should be messy, but
they are. I mean, just know it.
who's a messy man like in like pop culture, in our culture that we can? Who do you think is messy? Peter Guns,
Peter Guns is definitely messy.
Love and Hip Hop.
Rich.
Rich. Oh,
is
Rich. Yeah.
definitely messy.
Wait, speaking of Peter Guns, it is so random, but isn't he like the new host of the New Cheaters?
The irony, right?
The irony in that is
God.
ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, so someone else says talking too much about himself and not asking much about me. So
Yeah.
that falls into also being arrogant
Yeah.
because you're so self-consumed that
Mm-hmm.
you're not really worried about me. Once again, I don't know who y'all dating, but if you too much into yourself, that's a red flag to me.
That is a
and
red flag.
I can kind of feel that, and I would not proceed.
That lets me know that you are addicted to the attention that you get from other places. So much.
Come on, tell it.
So much that you always have to talk about yourself. You're a no-go, sir. You're a red
Bye.
flag.
You're gone.
Next.
An inconsistent man. Now this one.
Ooh, niggas are inconsistent.
Oh, well, they are. I can't speak from. Well, I can speak from previous
Okay.
circumstances, but my husband is pretty consistent.
That's good.
He is.
That's a
What about
blessing.
Sean?
That's a blessing.
Okay, my
Okay.
Scooter's pretty consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, consistently inconsistent. No. No, Sean we've been together for a long time.
Yes.
So we've had to go in through each other's phases and through each other's
Sometimes
growth.
you get lax.
Exactly.
relaxed.
Exactly. So when I say consistently inconsistent, that's consistent, right? No.
He's consistent.
Yeah.
Inconsistent. I am so weak. I get it.
I love
not to say
him.
that
That's
Scoot
my
hasn't
boo.
had his
Moments, yeah.
honestly.
I think we have our moments.
I know I do have my moments,
So, I
but I
mean,
try not to though because I do want to provide like consistency, like even today.
But what is consistency? Like, what type of consistency you think this person is talking about? Like,
Maybe like, okay, if I say I want to go to a restaurant, are we going to go Friday? And you're like, no, we're not going to go Friday. Or we'll go when, we get time. And it's like, we never go. Like, you're not doing what you say you're going to do.
what I think she may be talking about is if they're talking or if they're dating, and if you have a conversation with him saying, oh, so how do you feel about this relationship? And they're all like, yeah, I can see myself with you. I can see myself being with you. I'm with you. Let's, and when it comes to having sex, they're there, of course.
Right.
When it comes to, spending time together, they're there. But all of a sudden they go ghost.
I mean, he being consistent. He just don't want a relationship.
But to us, I think that's inconsistent
I
because
think
you're
so,
telling us
too.
one thing and then you're doing another,
Yeah.
at some point in
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
I think that maybe that's what they're talking about. Just being like, you're just an inconsistent
You're just,
dude. Yeah.
I can't rely on you.
Can't rely on you. I can't trust a word that's coming out of your mouth.
I'm going to give you, okay, case in point. I don't think she's going to mind me talking about this. My homegirl, I'm not going to say who it was.
Yeah.
But she hollered at me and she was like, look, this guy that I've been dating, she was like, I had told you about him before and you were the only one that told me, like, don't mess with him
Right.
because XYZ. And she called me and she was like, she was disappointed in him because she had mentioned to him that something happened at her house and she needed something fixed.
Okay.
So instead of him saying, okay, I got you, he just like ignored it. And she kept asking him, and she was like, you know what? I shouldn't have to ask him. Like, you want to consistently come over here, but when I'm asking you for something, you're inconsistent in the way that you're responding to me.
You know what I think that is? Our expectations of men are way higher than they should be. I think I said
We
something
do
about
we
that
do
last
give
episode.
men a lot of leeway
Yeah,
sometimes,
we I guess
and ignore a lot of red flags that we should
a
not be
lot.
ignoring.
Because women are more so, not all women, but most women are more so ready for their relationship. They want their bond. They want to be married. They want the children. They want the family aspect. And it's difficult when you get with a guy and you think you really like him and
Yeah.
he could be it, and then he inconsistent MFer.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? I should have never wasted my time.
Never wasting my time. But how am I supposed to know when you telling me one thing and then all of a sudden?
I'm gonna give you 2 times. I'm not gonna lie. First time I can understand like something coming up. I'm gonna give you like you like to say. I'm gonna give you a little grace.
Yep.
I'm gonna let that first one slide. But if second time,
That's it.
I don't give people too much leeway. It's like if you disappoint me, bye. I don't have no time
Yep.
to deal with you.
I can't say that because I've been with my husband a long time. I'm sure we both were inconsistent with each other. We both disappointed each other's expectation. It is life, and I think we chose each other, and we dealing with it, and it's been a great ride so far.
how do you recover like after that? But are you trying to not be inconsistent? Oh, you understand.
Sometimes.
things.
Yeah,
Sometimes it
I've
is
encountered.
purposely.
Yeah, sometimes it's like I really don't care what you think or how you feel. Sometimes you have those, and sometimes
because
it's
you need
like,
to know I'm upset.
right, you need to know that I didn't like what you did,
Right.
and we need to fix it. I need you to fix it. Or sometimes it is kind of not knowingly inconsistent. Like I didn't know I was making you feel that way until
Right.
you finally communicated with me and
In a proper
told
way.
me, right? Instead of having this attitude of withdrawing from the relationship altogether, and you just spoke up and let me know that, hey, this is bothering me.
Right.
This is something you was doing and now you're not doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. So another thing that really sparked my attention because we've talked about this privately, you and
I think I know what you're about to say. Let's see.
Lack of affection.
Yeah, I already knew it.
And the
I already knew it.
sensitivity.
Y'all, it ain't even next on our little list,
It's
but I already
not.
knew what she was
I
about
had
to
go
say.
straight to that.
I already knew it.
So tell me, I understand you girls. I completely understand where you say lack of affection and sensitivity. If it's in them, you would know it's in them.
Right.
And you would have to just work with them and just let them come to their terms naturally on how to, I guess, communicate their affection and sensitivity to you. But a lot of men, they don't like to just express,
Why?
baby, oh, God.
That shit
your-
is sexy.
look at you.
To your girl, we're not asking you to be out all in these streets being
Who's
sensitive.
judging you? It's
Being-
me and you.
Yes.
Like you can say whatever you want to say. You can gas me up like I gas you up.
Right.
It's okay. But it's so weird. Like I know half and half, like men that are like that.
You don't want, let me tell you something. You don't want another nigga gassing your chick up. You don't want her feeling a certain way about herself from the outside, because let me tell you, that is going to bring so much disconnect to your relationship that it ain't even funny.
I don't understand. I shouldn't get the accolade. Not I don't even want to say accolades.
The attention, just call it what it is.
From other, like, no one else should be able to tell me what you hadn't already told me. No one should tell me that I look beautiful and I'd walked out this house, and especially if I'm looking good, because
No, our men, not necessarily our men, but
you talking about black men.
black men in relationships,
Yeah.
they'll use this. They'll say, "Where you going in that?" Instead
That's
of
their
saying, "Baby, you look nice."
Oh
You
my
see what I'm
God.
saying? Like, just
Yeah.
tell me I look nice, because when I walk out the house, that nigga is going to be like,
he's going to say,
"You
you
look
look
good."
really good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I went to Publix probably like a week or so ago. I was sweatpants, chilling, hair tied up, with no makeup on, like Drake say.
"Yep."
I really look like a bum, to be honest.
I doubt it,
because-
but okay.
I'm sure I did. But I had gotten out my car, and I know this older man. He was in a really nice car. He had gotten in front of me, and he had said something like, "I thought you was following me," and I just laughed it off.
Right.
old men. Because I come out the grocery store. This man wrote his name and number on a piece of paper and stuck it in my car door.
So cute.
I said, well, goddamn, I still got it.
know.
Looking like a goddamn bum.
Looking like a bum,
But
girl.
right-
That's when you get.
But that right there is like,
It's everything.
my
It's,
husband, I mean, I know he probably wouldn't tell me, damn, baby, you look good on the Publix looking like a bum. But it was just still everything to hear somebody else say. And I was like, I don't want to really hear somebody else say that. It was cute. It was whatever.
It's
Of course,
because
I
we
tossed
get
the number
content.
away, but it was
Yeah.
still like a cute little gesture. And I was like, dang.
it makes you feel like I
Like I
still got it.
at my
Grace is
ripe
still
old
the
age.
shit.
of-
Girl,
of-
hush now. Child, please. If you ripe, I'm ripe, and I ain't ripe. I'm still young and tender.
girl, these knees ain't young and tender. We always
No,
talk
but
about
everything else
right.
is.
Hello? So silly.
Yes, I think they just content.
Yeah.
With the relationship.
Yeah.
And women, we consistently always need more. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's safe to say.
But to speak on being sensitive and emotional, I'm raising a son.
Yeah.
And I've always made it a point to make sure that he was connected to that part of him. So when he does date, that he's able to be vulnerable with someone who he feels comfortable being vulnerable with and not being afraid to say you look good or not. Every single date that he's gone on, I would buy flowers. I would tell him to go pick up flowers. Just make sure you take care of her and make sure that she feels
Safe.
just safe, but just appreciated and feel like ladylike and feel just like all gooey inside. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is it starts at your mama.
Your mama should have taught you for real, for real.
So your mama is not.
Oh, your daddy, and how he treats, not even if your parents aren't together. Like if you have a man in your life that treats
Maybe that's the problem. Their
the
daddy
woman-
is teaching them
well,
how to dog a
and
woman.
how to call a woman a bitch.
Right.
Yes.
So
And he
maybe
loses that sensitivity about himself.
Right. So maybe our listeners that have sons, I maybe hope to have a son one day. I don't know
hope
if
you
it's
do.
in the cards, whatever.
That would be so cute.
Oh, she's just trying to put another baby on me.
I
y'all.
am. Have a
But-
baby by me, baby.
And be a millionaire. Hey. But all our followers that have sons, make sure you are instilling in them the necessity of being sensitive to the woman that they like or love, because it's going to go a long
It's a
way in
reflect,
their
yes,
relationship.
because it's going to become habit for them. Even when I used to take him to the movie theaters, we used to always have a date every Friday.
Oh,
When we
so
were young, when he was
cute.
younger,
I love
I used to
that.
always make sure it was either go see a movie, go to the snowball stand, just grab dinner, and just like put a little pallet out on the floor in the living
Super
room.
cute.
But we were walking one time at the movie theater, and he was like, "Mom, get on this side. You're supposed to be on this side of the street." Because I taught him like the man is always supposed to
On
walk
the
on the outside of the
outside.
street.
I love
And I was
that.
like, "Okay, he really is
He
listening."
is listening, yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
he's going to be a dope husband to
He
somebody
is.
one
So
day.
you know, if y'all daughters ages 19 and up want to holler at, not too up,
And got some ambition.
right? Because my
Well,
baby handsome.
He is handsome.
And
I
he's
love his
smart.
little cheeks.
I know. So what's okay? We already talked about goals and dreams. A man with the lack of ambition. So that has that fall into that. So what's what?
A man that doesn't take initiative. Ugh.
So the man that says, "What you want to eat, baby?" And you're like,
Oh
"I
my
don't know," and you're like,
God.
"Okay, I got you."
Oh my gosh. Like we never know what we want.
We don't.
We don't know.
Read
Get
my mind
over
for
it.
me, please, sir.
Get over it.
Stupid.
I know.
Read my mind, dummy.
Stupid. Dummies. Like,
Read it.
read it. Like,
Shoot.
know me or pay attention to the things that I like
Mm-hmm.
and surprise me every now and again.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me where I want to go eat. Just say, hey, get dressed. I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to take you somewhere.
Scoot has gotten better at that. He needs
Yeah.
to step it up a little bit more, though, sir.
Yeah,
Please.
most men.
Thank you. But I remember telling him eons ago that I never had a birthday party. I've never had a birthday party. And he surprised me. I don't think it was my 30th, but I think the first year we moved into this house, he surprised me with a birthday party.
Oh,
And he invited some of our close friends. My parents came in town. Yeah. And I was like,
Listen.
that was like the sweet, and it wasn't the sweetest thing he's ever, like, he will listen and do things that are meaningful to me like that.
Yeah.
So that was like super duper sweet. And I like literally was like none the wiser.
Right.
So yeah.
That's sweet. Like, I mean, my thing is with, as far as me and Sean, we have never had a like wedding.
Me and Scoot either.
So and that
I remember
was
you said it.
something-
Y'all went to the in
that-
Tuscaloosa.
and, yeah, we just went to a church, and that's not me. Like, I'm the girl that wants the glitz and the glam of the wedding. I want the memories. I want to share that moment with my family and my friends. So, you know, maybe one day they will.
Dang,
You
y'all about
know.
to come up on this anniversary. This is the
But you know what? COVID killed this anniversary.
did.
It really did. But, you know, I'm giving him a little leeway. So maybe.
well, you know, my 10-year anniversary is going to be in like 2.5 years, and I already told Scoot for my 10-year I want to renew our vows, and
Yeah.
for our vow renewal I do want a wedding. I really want to get dressed up.
Yeah.
I want to
feel
party with my
beautiful.
people. I
want
just yes,
people
feel
to put
beautiful.
my shoes on me. I want to
Cater
feel
to
that.
me.
Yeah, I want to feel that. I want to have that moment.
Yes.
And
But you know what? I think getting married or having a wedding after you've really been married for
Means
so
so
long.
much more.
For me, yes.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
agree.
so much more meaningful. I think the vows will be meaningful because you've actually lived through
It's
some
really-
good times and some
bad,
hard
what
times.
you say.
Yes.
Some richer and some poor
Some
moments.
sickness and some
No,
health.
you hear me?
moments.
Like, it's real. It gets real. Those vows are real.
Yes. Look, we were upstairs one day and he was trying to put on shorts and he was like, look, when you get older, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drive. You gonna help me put on my drawers.
That's so cute.
Because I can't see well at night, and I know like my
that's so
vision is gonna be
cute.
like shot, and his back is bad, so it's like he had problems putting up his
You're
shorts.
so cute.
And I was like, yes, I got you. This is what the vows for.
I
fool.
love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And I think it definitely helps that y'all been married for 7 years. And you do not have to think about little children right now. You guys get to,
That is a blessing of us.
yeah. I
that is a
mean,
blessing.
some people think like, oh my God, why wouldn't they want? But that was y'all prerogative, and that was something that you
But we
guys
went
both-
into it
Yeah.
saying that we didn't want any.
But it's
children
also
together.
giving you guys that after that 5-year itch, it's giving you guys a chance to reconnect and just love on each
That's
other.
just that 7-year itch because it's
No,
like
it's a 5. It's 1 itch, 1 year itch. It's a 5-year, and it's a 7, and it's a 9,
and it's a 15,
and it's a 15,
And
it's a
if
20.
you make it that far,
Woo,
so
child.
if you hit that level,
Yes,
You get the
it's
bonus
It's
points.
girls like a game, like a little Mario game.
see, we on a little mushroom right now.
Right.
I'm trying to get to big Mario right, now.
Right.
Give me the mushroom. Where's the mushroom?
Where is the
Shit.
mushroom? Give me the little points. God, I can get something for staying with this nigga.
You so stupid. All right, so what is the what's the next one that the girl said that they don't like in a man?
A man that doesn't know how to date. It's not about how much you spend, but the effort and the thoughts in the
it.
dates.
What
Oh
you
my
gotta
God,
say?
this is such a big one
We
for
having
me,
a stare
yo.
off like you want to go first. You want to go
Girl,
first.
this is so big to me because we have established that I'm a very romantic person. Like I'm like
Likewise.
yes, I'm like, you know, the Disney movie on Intensified on 10. So if you
The
know
birds
that,
chirping in the air and
like I
everything.
just want like the whole moment set up, you know.
I want you
So-
to dip me and
Right. So I gave my husband, y'all, this little, I forgot what we were talking about. Maybe just our anniversary or just having a conversation with each other. And I told him it's not all about the money. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love nice things. Trust me, I love nice things, but I also work very hard to afford them myself as
Right.
well. What I want from you is the effort and the thought. So if just say if we are looking to buy a house, right? Mm-hmm. We're trying to save our money. We don't really want to go to a extravagant restaurant or have a private chef come into our home and cook.
Yeah, you want to, pinch and save where you can. So
right.
You can
so
put to that goal.
The effort and thought would have been, my wife loves picnics.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take my ass to Publix.
Shut
get some nice
Madonna.
little cheap flowers. They real, but they don't cost a whole lot.
They just for the day.
Just for the day. Get on the rug, put a blanket down, get you some candles that's already in the
This
house.
how we are like,
Light
because
'em.
I've been trying to get my goddamn husband to take me on a picnic for the goddamn 11 years that I've been with
girl.
this
And
nigga.
I told him this. I was just like, I love pizza. You ain't got to get me steak. That's my
Give me a
favorite
whole
thing.
cheese pizza.
Yes,
Somebody-
like and put it out there
With some wine.
With some wine
It could
and
be
some
box
music.
wine.
Like
the
that.
little-
It was the thought and the effort it took to do a $50 date.
LaDonna, we gonna go on a picnic together. Because I ain't even gonna lie, hey, I promise you, I was thinking
Right.
about this. My mom bought me and my sister-in-law's picnic baskets for Mother's Day this year.
Cute.
And I told Scoot, I was like, my mom bought me a picnic basket. I've been telling you I want to go on a picnic. I was like, if I go on a picnic without your ass, just know.
Look, my aunt.
Shit.
We were talking about kids. We were talking about kids at the time, and she said, "The more you teach them, the dumber they get."
So maybe I should not tell him to just go on my own
because
shit.
it's like the more you tell, the more I've been telling Sean the things that I want is like it goes over his freaking head.
But I just told you about how great he was in planning me a birthday party that I
Yeah.
didn't have.
Yeah.
And he really put some thought and effort into that. He really got like the
That's that
people who were close.
consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, there you go. That's that consistently inconsistent. But nigga, I've been telling you for the last 11 years that I've been
Yes,
wanting to go
I
to a picnic.
But then all of a sudden, your ass want to do right and give me a birthday party.
Now I gotta take that to
Right,
be like,
and
no.
be like, he done done it before. I know you done done it before, but do it again.
Right, shit.
That was good. I'm sorry, y'all.
Get on my goddamn nerves.
Closed-minded. A closed-minded man. That I can't stand that. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about as far as how a man didn't have ambition and can't think beyond
Outside the box.
Outside the
but
box.
that even goes into, dare I say it, sexually, because I don't want to just keep doing missionary.
No. Put my leg up to the right and then turn my back. I don't know.
Or when I reach in a drawer, just be okay with it. Just know I'm not going to violate you. Just know this toy is just, it's preliminary.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to see
Let
what
me
you
scratch
open
your
to.
back. Let me put some whelps on you. Like, come on, sir.
Let me tie you up.
Yeah.
It's just, you can trust
Let me
me.
pull out this whip.
You can trust me. You've been with me for a long
Right.
time.
I'm
You
not
know
going to
me.
kill you.
Right.
I
It
might
may
hurt a little bit.
but that's it. I know what you're
not
comfortable
gonna-
with.
Right.
So yeah,
We got a code word.
Yes.
Blue.
Purple. It's purple over here. Just scream purple
Just
and we know.
scream it. That is hilarious.
But yeah, closed-minded. Men,
Yeah.
don't be so closed-minded to what a woman is telling you. Like, just take into consideration what she's saying. If it's unreasonable, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But if it's something that's important to her, if she's passionate about it, or if she like is really adamant about it, it's for a reason.
Absolutely.
So just be open-minded to that.
Oh man, this was good.
That was
This
good.
was
Y'all
good.
showed
did.
out.
We gotta give y'all the little clapping, the little. This was awesome. Y'all did good with
Y'all
it. And we
did.
really thank y'all for participating and just coming in and giving us your responses and like wanting to do it.
This is only the beginning, and just let you guys know. I mean, it was all fun and games. The men's side, the women's side, but there's no perfect person.
It's no perfect person.
You really do have to work with the people in your life, and you know whether or not they're worth the effort and the time that you want to put into them. So if they're not the most romantic, give them time.
give them
Show them what you want. They'll be romantic eventually. If not,
Eventually
just
you'll get that
lesson
birthday
learned.
party.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll get the
Eventually.
picnic. Eventually, you'll get the wedding.
Eventually. I'm not saying put like 20 years in,
Oh my
but
God.
keep your foot on their neck and they're
Yes.
gonna do it. But
Yeah.
you do have to allow people to grow with you, because not everybody's gonna be perfect. Not everybody's gonna get everything right about you initially. You have to kind of show them and like coerce them into being who you want them to be in the relationship for you. And it's vice versa as well.
Okay, I got a quick question before we
What?
get off on this.
Okay.
Settling. Does that mean you're settling if they don't give you all the attributes that you desire out of a man or a woman?
Or is he trying?
Okay, so we've been married for a long time. Is trying enough? Okay, I was just asking. I'm just saying.
It's not
because-
enough though, and I totally get where you're going with that, because you do want to be like, okay, so I see you are attempting to do
Yeah.
what I want you to
And
do,
as
but
a
are you
woman-
doing it? Are you being consistent?
Are you being consistent? Are you listening?
Are you listening?
Because most women, we're going to tell you exactly what we want in so many words in a random ass conversation. All you have to do is listen.
But you have to listen, and I do feel like it's important to actually verbalize what you want as well, because they're men. Sorry, but sometimes
Yeah.
they dumb. They don't really get. They don't get it. They don't understand the language that is of a woman.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do have to just say,
Yeah.
"This is what I want." So if I'm blatantly telling you this is what I want because you're not picking up on the nuances and the hints that I'm giving you, if you choose to ignore it, and I'm telling you, then that's when it becomes an issue for
That's
me.
when it becomes an issue.
Right. So
even if you're giving effort and trying,
Right.
like, that means you're blatantly not listening
Exactly.
to my needs. And then Joe Blow over here,
Tuh.
who is
Hey, baby, you look good, girl. What you
yeah.
got on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a little Chanel.
Gucci.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, I mean,
okay.
that's important, but whatever. So,
Yes.
so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get back into, since we know who the president is, we can breathe a little.
Oh, yeah.
Because last week I was like, I think we were so scatterbrained, we forgot to do like so much.
Yes.
But we're getting into girlfriend
Girlfriend talk, one of our favorites.
Yes. So this was one that LaDonna picked out, and I loved it.
I did, y'all.
So on this Girlfriend Talk is season 1, episode 19, and it's women.
Reverse.
women. Season 1, episode 19, women wanting it all. So that episode, what was that episode about?
What stuck out to me was when Joan finally told
Sean.
who was y'all remember he
The
was
sex
the sex
addict.
addict. She finally told him that she kissed Davis,
And Davis
And-
was the restaurant owner.
right? That they always went to.
What was that restaurant?
847.
847. Okay, yeah.
847. And finally, Sean was like, I don't want you to ever go back there again. So she had to sacrifice her friend, the place that she loved to eat, her girlfriend time, because they always went there
Yes.
for this man that she didn't even know where
If he was gonna be there or
if he was
not.
going to be there or not. Let's talk about it, ladies. Women wanted it all. Joan got upset, and she felt like it was unfair that she had to give up all of these things just to be with Sean.
And he was a risk already.
He was already a risk because he was a sex addict. She had
He
to
wasn't
put
even
some-
a good lover.
No, she said that was one of their.
That was one of the issues.
That's another topic for another day. Yep.
The no good lovers.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
On the docket.
Put it down.
Typing
Write
right
it down. But yes, so her thing was, why do I have to, just to be with Sean, I have to give up everything that I'm used to?
So do you think it's fair? Now, granted, she did cross the line.
She did.
She kissed someone. He was engaged.
He was. She was dating.
She was dating. So I mean, at what point? Okay, so at what point in your dating relationship do you say I'm cutting everybody off? When you guys make it official, or is it like? I mean, I guess you gotta say it's official.
Okay, so I'm the absolute wrong person to be asking this because I've never had that phase in my life, right? But I'm just gonna go off a thought.
Go off your girlfriend's experience,
Right.
your other
I'm going
girlfriend's
to.
experience.
Men these days, this is from my girlfriend's experience.
Okay.
Men these days, they do not sit down and have the talk and say, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" Check yes or no. They don't do that.
They don't. But I really think we're the ones that do it because
It almost takes the conversation being around their friends and him having to introduce you as his girlfriend.
like who am I? How he introduces you is what you are.
Always listen to that. If this is
If
my
you're
friend,
unsure, if you're a friend, bye.
all right, cool.
I ain't think you was
ain't got to
friends,
say-
but okay, whatever.
You don't have to
You
say
you
bye.
fuck your friends like that. I'm just saying. Okay.
But
I mean,
if-
you should ask them questions before y'all get
Absolutely.
in the bed. But whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Period. Pooh.
Sis.
Right.
But honestly, I really think that I don't know. I think that she should not have kind of kissed him. But how did he even discover it?
Her thing was that she didn't know where Sean head was.
Yeah.
She was so
She was
in
unsure
limbo.
about him. Yeah, she was unsure about him at the
So
time.
she felt like those feelings of inconsistency, right, were getting to her.
Yeah.
And it's like, this man over here adores me, which he does.
And he's expressing
And
and
he's
communicating
yes,
how he feels about her.
How he feels. Do I let this moment go for somebody I have no idea is going to be there?
Right.
Or do I just take the moment and let it be a moment?
And you know what? That's so me. If I were single right now.
Right, if I were single.
Because I am such I say it a lot, but like I'm a Sagittarius, I'm such a free spirit. So I feel like if in the moment, if I'm unsure with you and we're just dating, I am
gonna
not going to
keep-
pass up on an opportunity
I'm
to
gonna-
have an emotional connection with someone
somebody.
because I am an emotional person.
Exactly.
And I like to be in the moment. So if that was the case and if I had to risk losing my sex addict boyfriend, then I'm just going to have to lose my sex addict boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Did Joan ever marry Sean?
Come on, I know.
No.
Did Joan ever marry? Yeah, she did marry. She married later on down the line, like
But she
season 8.
never married Sean.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, I understood what she was saying. Women, if we take it off of the girlfriend, like the episode,
Right.
we kind of want it all. We want to have our friends. We
Yeah.
want to have our life, quote unquote. You know what I mean? We want to travel. We want to have our friendships. We want to have our relationships. We want to have our career.
Right.
We want to have our man. And sometimes something has to sacrifice.
But you know what? She still should not have kissed Davis.
She shouldn't have.
But
I mean,
I get why she did.
Yeah.
And
Joan
she
was a
knew.
mess,
I mean,
though.
she's smart enough to know that if you take that risk, you know what you're going to lose.
Yeah.
And I don't think that she realized that really Sean really wasn't that great of a catch. Like, you didn't want that baggage.
we don't want to get caught up in the fact that we want to be married or want to be attached to someone so badly that we settle for whatever comes our way. We need to make the necessary.
You said something right there. So the whole point is, do not sacrifice what you really want in a relationship. And this goes for the topic.
Yep.
It goes for the girlfriend talk. If you know something is a deal breaker,
Because it's always going to come up.
It's always gonna come
it's
up.
always going to come up.
do
Trust
not
me.
sacrifice.
I've been married 10 years and you've been married 7. It's
Yes.
always going to come up.
It's always going to come up.
And you're gonna feel like if I never said I can deal with
Yeah.
that. how would I feel now? Would I have somebody?
Be confident in knowing what you want in a relationship.
That's
and
it.
if you don't want it in a relationship, do not settle for it in anyone. I don't care how lovely the package comes. I don't care how good the dick is. I don't care. I mean, I do care how good the dick is because sometimes that is a deterrent factor. But
my sound effects though.
But I mean, we cannot let that deter us from like really seeing and knowing who we can grow with emotionally. I think about things, and I know sometimes like school get on my nerves all the time. I get on his nerves all the time. But it's always going to be somebody that's going to get on your nerve. Like, are you willing to go through it? He puts in the effort, so I can appreciate that, and I know that. So that part of me makes me always want to continue to hold on tight to him because I know that no matter what, he wants to make me happy. Yeah. And he wants to satisfy my needs.
And that matters.
And it matters. And he doesn't know how to completely because he was just raised differently. Yeah. So I do have to allow him grace. Like, I have to allow him grace. Like we've been together, we've been together for 11 years, but he's 36. He was conditioned a certain way
before you met him.
Right. But one thing I do want to say is he like his mom is so generous. Like his parents are generous, and that's where he gets that part of him up from, like his parents. But they're not like lovey-dovey, like people, oh, I love you, oh, I love you. But me and my family are. And he look at us like we weird, and I look at him like he weird. Like we say I love you all the time. What's wrong with y'all? Right. But I totally get it, and Joan, stay your ass away from
Davis.
From Davis.
I mean, but you know what? That goes for us because just think, okay, if it's a guy that he's like territory, like
that's a red flag right there. He's territorial.
Not territorial. Like you don't need to step over that line with him.
Okay, yeah,
but it's hard to not step over the line with him, right? But you have your significant other, and your significant other has maybe seen y'all chemistry or whatever, or noticed how you
that
look.
Connection.
Yeah, that connection, and he wants
because
you
energy cannot be denied. I'm sorry, it cannot be denied.
It cannot be denied. So if he noticed that, and then he kind of forbids you to be around that person, girl, a nigga will forbid. Now.
I don't do that forbidden thing. Child.
He will try it. He will try it now, and then he says that he would like for you not to be around that person.
Yeah.
But
then you gotta
you feel like
thing.
in your mind but it's nothing.
It's nothing, but you still have to respect it because you know what the energy is, and you know where that can lead. And it's either like, do I really want to fight you off of me?
Right.
Because we about to be like locking lips in a little bit for real if you have that connection and that energy.
Right.
But
girl, let me tell you, women, we can have it all, but this is just me. We're going to have to sacrifice something. It just depends on what you're going to want to sacrifice. Is it your career? Is it your hobbies? Is it your relationship? Is it your children, wanting to have children? You have to figure out what is most important to you to what's least important
and
to
your
you.
needs as you get older change. So it's like what you want to sacrifice now may not be something you want to sacrifice later on in the future. So that's
life, y'all. It's life.
Live a little.
Keep living.
Keep living.
Keep living.
All right, you guys. So we are about to get into the advice portion of the podcast. And sis needs our advice, and sis is with a sis. So she said, "Hey girls, I met my wife in high school when we were 16. Something that you can relate to because you met your husband when you were."
Oh wait, is she a woman? She met her wife. Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Gotcha. Okay.
Our relationship has been going strong for 11 years, of which the last 2 of our years together, we've been married. This week, I found an email on my wife's computer that suggested she had a romantic relationship with one of her female friends. I confronted her about this, and she basically confessed that she had been having a 6-month affair with her friend. She told me that her relationship with me is more important to her than and that she is willing to cut off all contact with her friend. But my concern is, will I ever be able to trust her again? I never stepped out on her with another woman, and it crushes me that she did this to me, especially with another woman. Like, I guess if it was another man, it might be different because they're same sex, but whatever. Am I right that divorce is the only option at this point? What do you think? That's hard. That's tough right
it ain't
there.
that hard. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Divorce is not the only option.
It's not.
Okay. It's super tough. It comes with a lot of effort to get over things that you feel have burned you or you feel have been done towards you. Sometimes divorce is the only option when you at the point where you feel like you've done everything you can.
Right.
You feel like you've gone only so far and you just cannot get over it. Because the fact is, if you're not happy and you can't make them happy, then y'all just living in an unhappy relationship. And that's toxic in its own own right, as well as you only have one life to live.
But you know what? She said that they've been going strong. So if I don't even have an idea that something is going on,
She
right?
done.
So are you
Everything may
missing
be cool.
sides?
That's just like men. Men can be like, they're just going through life content as hell.
Right. But I feel like as women, we're so emotionally connected. So I feel like
Not all women.
No, that's true too.
Yeah, as you can see. Not all women. Like it's just like when men, they get content in life. They get content with going to work and coming home and just having us available and having us there.
It's like the
They
routine.
forget. Yeah.
It's like Groundhog's Day over and over again. So
Oh
it's
my
like the same
gosh.
thing, and it's like, oh,
It's so redundant.
Is this Tuesday? Is it Wednesday?
Right.
Is it Thursday? Is it
I
Friday?
don't
It's whatever.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that the redundancy, but I wonder how their relationship was prior to the cheating, or if I wonder, like, were you being inconsistent?
She clearly got something, whether it was adventure,
Right.
whether it was just a
Conversation,
fun moment,
the
a
energy.
Say that one more time.
That energy.
And the conversation.
And the conversation.
Yeah, it can, those two things can be
That's something you never want your significant other to get
from somebody else.
someone else
Woo,
is that
child.
energy and that conversation,
conversation.
because that is a gateway. That's you know how they say weed is a gateway to other drugs. It's
say,
really
a
not.
gateway.
But
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway to that little. Am I gonna cross?
Am I
this
across the line?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's-
Dang, that was good. Yes,
It
that's
was.
True. That's
so
very,
I feel like divorce is not the only option at this point. I feel like you guys should talk it out. I don't understand. I don't know what dynamic like led your partner to seek someone else. I don't know how the sex life is. I don't know if you have other aspects in your relationship going on, but from both sides. We just did the topic about it. Like, you really have to communicate with your partner and just talk it out. Like, what are you feeling? Like,
figure it out.
Figure it
if
out.
you can deal with it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's really figuring out it has nothing to do with your partner, because if she's sorry, she may be sorry. She may be to the point where she can drop the entire relationship. She may be able to, just solely.
But if it's a female friend of hers that she was having sex with and have this emotional relationship with, now you got to get rid of your friend, because she can't be friends with you no more. If
But
you're in a
if
relationship
she's
together.
so sorry, if she's wanting to keep that relationship, then that's okay. She's able to do that.
Yeah.
She's going to make that choice.
Okay, so if you had I know it's like so random, but if you had a friend of 20 years, y'all were really close,
Yeah.
and let's say y'all had a drunken night, and you guys were like a little intimate. I know it's different because you have a husband.
Yeah.
He may be turned on about it. He might not even care, but like, do you think like that trust in him, he would want you to still be with her and accept the fact that you would hang with her if he knew that you guys were intimate?
I know my husband. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or man.
He wouldn't like it.
He wouldn't like it.
Right, mine
you
too.
know?
Mine's the
Yeah.
exact same way.
Yeah, he wouldn't like it. So if that happened,
And you would get rid
he
of a
found
20-year
out, I would have to choose. And if I choose him, then I'm going to have to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Or him.
Yeah.
Or what, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's just it. But he's also going to have to figure out if every 2 seconds I'm like, hey, I'm about to go out with Grace. Is she really about to go out with Grace?
What you and
who
Grace
you-
doing?
Yeah, like do Grace know? Is Grace facilitating it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's so many
Yeah.
thoughts that goes through.
So it's like, dang, should I really get rid of my friend, even though it was like a little random night or whatever,
Yeah.
and my friend might still be by my side, and my husband's still questioning me. So you have to deal with that randomness. I get it. Dang.
And women have it all. Back to the
I'm
that
sorry,
was a
boo.
great.
It was a good question.
It was a
I'm
great
sorry.
question,
I'm
and
not
I
a-
hope we definitely helped you navigate.
Or not, we probably didn't, but I'm sorry if we didn't. but don't give up on it just initially. Just talk it out, see what you guys just see where you can make a connection again, where you disconnected.
And listen to your heart and your
Mm-hmm.
mind. If you cannot get over at any point, get over what was done to you, it is time to move on.
Right.
Because you're doing something to yourself and you're doing something to your partner.
Right. And there's no cap on like forgiveness, but at the same time, you don't want to keep harassing someone about the same discretion that they made over
Right.
and over again. So
Keep punishing them. Keep giving them a whipping.
pray
for the
about it,
same
girl.
thing.
You, like they say, we don't know, pray about it, girl. I'm sorry.
That was good. Thank
was
you for your
good.
question.
Yeah. Okay. So that was it, you guys. We are done. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. of
As
Two
much
Dope
as we
Girls.
did. Like,
We
y'all,
had a
we
good
probably
time.
laughed.
We
This
did.
was good.
And I got through it, even though I had all them goddamn shots because I missed all the questions in Two Truths and a Lie. But
That's
now
all right.
I know
And y'all, we had
a
shots in
Camry. So
between
your
and-
first car was a Camry.
It was a Camry.
So I remember that.
Yep.
All right, you guys, if you want to follow us, please go to Two Dope Girls Pod on IG, and we are at Two Dope Girls Pod on Twitter as well, and find us on YouTube, and we are on all your social media platforms. I am Grace Face with 2 underscores on IG,
Yep. And I am at Naturally Pretty on IG.
and we will talk to you guys next week. We'll see what we're going to bring to the table next week tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. Look, next week tomorrow. Shit, that's too many shots, goddammit. We out. Bye.
We out. Bye.
Dope girl, dope, the dope